Okay, now we are live. So good morning, everyone. My name is Yasmin. I'm 21 years old. And today we will guide this conversation. We will talk about if it is the fire emoji on stories the new romantic love. And here with me, we have Nonda, Jefferson, Renan, and Ricardo. So TNT is a platform where you can come to communicate in English, Italian, Spanish, French, and here is a safe place to practice your speaking abilities. So, Nondas, can you start introducing yourself for us?
Of course. Good morning, all. My name is Nondas. I'm 28 years old. I work as a online personal training. I'm an expert in physiology. I'm host here on TNT as well. My meeting is in Thursday, 10 a.m. I live with my dog, my mom, and I love to ride a bike. Yeah, that's all. That's all for today.
Very good. Thanks so much for sharing. And what about you, Renan?
Hello guys, good morning. I'm Renan. I'm 31 years old now. I am from Paraná, but I'm living now in Rio de Janeiro. I'm a software developer, and I'm here on TNT to improve my English. And so my free time, I really like ride a bike as well, and going out with my girlfriend. And I think that's it.
Very good. Thank you so much. And you, Ricardo?
Are you listening? Okay. Well, my name is Ricardo. I live at São Vicente, São Paulo, and I'm married. I'm 48 years old. I have a daughter, 2 pets, and in my free time, I like to spend time with my friends and family, watch movies, and that's it, I think.
Very good. And now, Jefferson, what about you?
Good morning, guys. I'm not an emoji guy. I'm a human being. I live in a city, it's not Emoji, but is the most beautiful city of Brazil. I'm economist and professor of Catholic University of Goiás. That's it.
Very good. And you, Vanessa?
Good morning. My name is Vanessa. I'm 38 years old. I live in São Paulo. I am married. I have a son. I like learning English, movies, music. That's it.
Very good. Thanks for sharing. So now we can start our conversation. So do you know how your parents meet each other? And do you know details about their first date? Because my father and my mother, they met each other at a pagode, because my father played, I don't know how to say this, but cavaquinho, and that's it, what I know. So, Vanessa, do you know something?
No, but now I am curious. I intend to ask them about the first date because I've never had curious to know, but now I'd like to know.
Yeah, very good. It's nice to know. So,
yes.
And you, Nondas, do you know?
I have no clue. I have no idea. But maybe on the pagode as well. I know that my father loves pagode and my mom either. So maybe, but I have no idea. I have no idea, but after this meeting.
Very good, very good. And you, Renan? What about you?
Well, I don't know as well, but what I know is they have lived in the same neighborhood and also almost the same street. So I think that was the way that they meet each other. And I really don't know the details of the first date. So sorry.
Oh, it's okay, very good. And what about you, Jefferson? Do you know?
I can't imagine because my relative, my parents was not living anymore. And he has lived now with 110 years. It's impossible. But I imagine, I think the first date with was with a candle in the dark, and the candle and put the dark. Look, I'm here. What do you think about me? Okay, it's a good guy. I think I will fall in love with you. Maybe we can marriage with you. And then they they close. So let's go ahead. I will not talk about it, but maybe with candle in the past. Not in pagode like London's. Maybe in a forró in Goiás. Maybe in forró. Dancing, yeah. Maybe in forró. I think it's better in Goiás than pagode. Pagode is from Brasilia, from other cities, not here. in the past.
Yeah, yeah. And what about you, Ricardo? Do you know something?
Yeah. Well, there are two men. One of them is my father, and the two girls, one of them is my mother. And my father and the other guy wanted to know the same girl, my mother. So in this case, they one try to convince the other, but it's not possible. So in this case is, I don't know, how do you say jogo de palitinho in English? I don't know. So in this case, one of them, my father won, and no, my mother, and that happened. That's a curiosity. The other guy won the lottery and he became rich. Yeah, it's on my city. It's not my city. My city is São Vicente, but another not near city is called the Santos. There are a lot of stores. There is a restaurant and other stores. That's this guy is a owner. That's
Partidão.
yeah, but I think my mother won the other prize, the better prize. That's me.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Jefferson does not
Very
agree with me, but okay.
Very good. So we'll talk about this now, like how different is the way we flirt nowadays and in the past?
Yeah.
Like what is the difference between? So let's see, Vanessa, can you start?
The different way, when I was teenager, child, because I liked the boys, my classmates. I wrote them letters. I was shy. But nowadays, I don't know because I am married. But nowadays, the girl have for example, go the bar or I don't know, balada, and the boy sometimes is can I have your number? I don't know. Depends the girl and the boy. But nowadays, it's easier than in the past because there is WhatsApp, social media. But I I remember I wrote letters em papel de carta. And that's it. The way today is easier, but depends the way that everyone use to meet someone.
Yeah, I remember that I did the same. I wrote letters, or like I bought some candies, and so my friend gave to the guy and things like this. So, and what about you, Hannah?
Well, I think in the past we knew each other in a bar, in a college, high school, maybe the street, train, bus. But today we are more internet connected, so we have specific apps to do this kind of flirt. So I think this is the different and between today and in the past.
Yeah, I think like these apps helps a lot, because you know that the people that are there are searching for something else. So, and you, Jefferson.
I think today it's just with emoji. Do you like? Yes. Okay, let's go first. Let's have a relation. It's okay. You dislike? It's no matter, no deal. I can't love you. I can't have a flirt with you. Only with emoji. This is society, unfortunately, today. I'm kidding. But in the past, it's very, in my case, with intellectual discussion, because for me, it's very important to see the other girl, what they think about music, what they think about soccer, what they think about the dance, and body language, like Nondas. Nondas is the right guy here to talk about body language. Body language is very important in the past, and with creative words, with romantic words to flirt. You need to have a very good words to have the girl. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know if like romantic words like works a lot nowadays, because people call you like emocionado, you know, if you show that you are in love or something like this. But I think it's a great strategy too. So, and you, Ricardo?
Well, certainly there are much difference between the both times nowadays and the past. I think nowadays it's there are a lot of different options to know new people. Maybe that's wonder that is possible to be one of the biggest problem, because normally the humans don't lead well when you have a lot of options. Particular women sometimes is For example, it's just joking, but sometimes women takes all day to decide if you choose a correct shoes, specific shoes. Oh, there are a lot of time. So in this case, you have a lot of options. You could use the sites, websites, programs, cell phones, and a lot of things. So in this case, nowadays there are more freedom to reach some girl, but for other hand, there are some problems because sometimes I wonder that it's not exactly how do could this approach, but that's it.
No, very good, very good. And you, Nandes, what do you think?
I don't know exactly, but I think in the past it was more direct. So as like Rena said, normally in the past the people knew each other on the parties, on the bus, train, on the street, or some people meet other people because they're friends and things like that. But nowadays it's a little bit strange because we have a lot of apps, and normally we meet people because of the apps, not because you are outside talking with other people. So nowadays there's a code. For example, on the Instagram, you follow the person, you like 3 photos, and if the people like you in return, maybe you start to talk, things like that. So it's a little bit crazy because it's a more superficial. So but the main characteristic, in my point of view, is that the way to meet other people, the way to know other people, normally on apps, because we are not interacting with other people. We don't have connection in person with other people. Normally we have a kind of deck, and you are searching for other people, and it's a kind of superficial. But this this what we have nowadays.
Yeah, a good point that you brought, like about we know more people like using apps, like we just know each other because of TNT, so it will be impossible to know each other like face to face. So I totally agree with what you said. I think we can like answer the number 4 and 5 together because it's about apps. So, do you know someone who met their partner through an app? How was it? And if have you ever used an app to have a date with someone? So, Hannah, let's start with you.
Well, yeah, I know my cousin meet her girlfriend on an app. I think it was Tinder, and now he's dating with her girlfriend for about 1 year. But it's the only person that I know, and I've never used an app because I'm with my girlfriend now for about 10 years, and it didn't exist this kind of app before.
So, tell us, how did you met her? Can you tell how was your first date?
Yeah, it was at the college, and our first date was in the shopping, popular shopping here in Niterói.
Yeah, really nice. That's great. And what about you, Jefferson.
Well, no. Well, the first question is no. I don't know nobody that use partner with app. I really don't know, but I watch a very good movie from Netflix about this, about Kinder. A rich guy that stole many women in the world with Tinder. It's a very good move by Netflix to know how Tinder works. Terrible. But no matter if you can find your love by Tinder, it's okay. It's not my case. And if I have used it to an app to have a date with someone, no, because in the past we hadn't this kind of app. We only have face-to-face relation, to dance, to talk with dialogue and other things. I think it's very important. Like body, as I said, about body language with creative words and a romantic relationship.
So tell us, how did you met your wife? Like you said that there is no app in that moment. So how did
In
you
person,
meet each other?
at the university. At the university, I was doing undergraduate course in economics and her in sociology. And we met in that time. When you talk a lot, we used to go to the ballads, to the parties, and to dance a lot. In that time for her, that time for her, I love to dance for her at that time. It's really to see the guys from the Northeast, the big bands of Northeast. I love it, this kind of for her.
Very good, very good. And what about you, Nondas?
The first question, my answer is no. Maybe yes, but no in the apps to do this, like Tinder or things like that. Normally on Facebook, Instagram, normal social media. So, but in this kind of apps, I don't think so. Actually, I don't remember now, but I don't think so. And the second question, yeah, I use it, but it doesn't work for me. I'm a romantic guy, so it's not for me. I never meet someone because of this kind of app. I don't know if I maybe flirt on that. It's not my strong point, maybe, but I don't know. I really don't know. It doesn't work for me. Maybe for other people, but for me, never. Unfortunately, but never.
Yeah, I know someone that met their partner and was because of Tinder. Like Jefferson were talking about the movie, and I don't know if you saw, but yesterday was like passing a news about a woman that like she thinks that she was dating with an astronaut, and like she gave money to the guy to came back to the earth, but it doesn't make sense. So I don't know. I think I'm afraid of this kind of app too, but I already use it, but I don't have patience to talk with people there. So, and what about you, Ricardo?
If I know a couple that you know about this, yeah. Number 4. Well, I think there are I know 2 couples, and this couple was married. Well, was married now, are married today, and one of them, I think we are together more than 9 years, if you remember. And the other couple, 5, 6 years, maybe. I think is, well, that's the current situation. The nowadays is so much common. I think is possible to use Tinder. I think Tinder is more sexual, and the others, a lot of others apps and the others websites is more, how do you say, traditional. It's possible to know the people, and I think is the Tinder and the others service is more. It's not exactly and you have get a partner. You have you want to have a relationship is more difficult, but it's possible too.
Yeah, very good, very good. I don't know, like Nolda said here that he got a client using Tinder, so maybe you can use for professional things. Yeah. Very good. So I will skip to number 9. Go ahead, Jefferson.
And you didn't answer this question.
I answered.
Yeah, and did you use Tinder to fall in love?
Not Tinder, other app, but I don't have patience to talk with people there.
And you have a boyfriend by this app?
No.
No?
No, because I didn't answer the people, you know. I just, yeah, I don't have patience to talk there, so.
Vanessa answered? I don't remember.
No. For
No, not yet.
no.
So go ahead, Vanessa.
No, I don't know anybody who met the partner on app. But I already used Facebook to know a guy. We followed the same page on Facebook, and he liked my commented about a post, and he talked with me on Messenger, Facebook Messenger, and okay, I talked with him. He lives in Aracatuba, and we talked for during the, I don't know, some months, every day on Messenger. And one day he came to São Paulo, and we meet face to face. But I gave up because he wanted to become a policeman or police. I don't know. And because distance relationship don't work for me. I don't know. That's it.
Yeah, very good that you said about Facebook, because I know a lot of people that knew each other because of Facebook. So yeah, and Orkut too. Very good. And so let's go to the next. So I will skip to number 9. Let's start with you, Vanessa. What is the most important thing in a relationship?
Number 6.
It's number 9, I think.
9. Most
Yeah.
important. Many things is important. Respect, the first. I don't know in English. Admiração. Admiration?
I don't know too.
I don't know. But many things. Respect. Respect is the main way. Let me think. I don't know. I don't know. Respect. The most important thing.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think
Yeah.
respect is the most important thing. And you, Hannah?
Well, in my view, trust is the most important thing. I think the person have to be reliable, and you can count on her or him whenever you want. So the trust and be a person reliable is the most important thing to me.
Very good. Yeah, I think like if you don't trust in the person, so you can't be in a relationship.
Yeah.
With, and you, Ricardo.
Well, sorry guys, but I have some problems because someone called me. The number 5?
No, it's number 9.
Number
What
9.
is the most important thing in a relationship?
Well, I think is not there aren't an exact answer. What's mean? Each person have the priority. Sometimes it's possible someone prefer a specific situation, but in my opinion is the relationship should be honesty. There are some couples there are a lot of freedom. Is a, how do you say, a open relationship. Sometimes the couple allow to know other people and the relation with other people, but in this case it's necessary honest. Oh, if you want, that's okay. If the both sides allow and permit these things, that's okay. It's weird for me because I know it, in my opinion, is not an exact relationship, but I think there are happiness. Okay, that's okay. The both sides respect each other, and there are honesty. That's okay. But independent of the situation, in my opinion, the honesty is the first law of the relation. That's it.
Yeah, you said something really good about honesty. I think in all relationships that we have, we need to be honest. So, Indian on this.
I don't know if there's the most important thing, maybe the mix, but for me, I think trust, respect is the top one, and with this admiration, the same values, and to have an open mind and to understand other people, to be honest, to try to be comprehensive, and things that important things to be in a relationship, to live in a society, the same things, exactly the same things. So for me, trust and respect is the first thing, and after this kind of thing together.
Yeah, very good. I think like a mix of everything is like conversation. So like for me, the most important thing is like to talk about your feelings. If you don't like something, you need to tell. And I think maybe conversation for me is the most important thing. And you, Jefferson, what do you think?
I was watching a, a film about Pelé. It's very interesting, the relationship of Pelé and the two kids that he had. And the men claim a lot, Pelé never stayed present. The best soccer of the world, but about the relationship is too bad. And I shocked with the move, the declaration of the sons, Pelé's sons, terrible. So I think the first one is to stay present. As Vanessa said, you can have a relationship far away, but it's impossible. You must to stay present. And the second, I will agree with Ricardo, is to be honest. With genuine questions, avoid rapid fire questions, accept the awkwardness and something like this. I think it's very important. And just to finish, in my case, is to pay attention to how the other partner respond to everything. You must to pay attention for everything. And I saw a lot of guys that they didn't pay attention about the partner, the wife or the man or the woman, something like this. For me, it's a terrible situation. You need to pay attention for everything.
Yeah, like some people you are talking to them and they are like using cell phone and not paying attention to the things that you are saying. Like for me, this is the worst thing to do. So let's start the next with you, Jefferson. Do you always take the first step? What do you do?
First step about what?
About a relationship, like when you
okay.
want to know someone.
Yeah. My whole life, my first step. Because I really don't know. Today I'm as a professional, but my whole life as a professional, I love to talk a lot. I'm a proactive guy, most of the time. The first step. The first kick, I think in everything in my life, everything as I do, not only in a relationship with another person, but the relationship, for example, with my students, the relationship with my boss, the relationship with my relative. Most of the time, I used to take the first step because I'm an open mind guy. I like to open with dialogue to talk. It's a friendly relationship. I think it's very important you open, and I used to be the first.
Very good. So for you, the first step is always like to talk with people. Yeah. So,
that's my life.
And you, Vanessa?
No, at all. I had the old thought, the men have to take the first step, because for women, I don't know. I never take the first step, but I don't know in English. I entender that I was interesting, but I waited the other person take the first step because I had afraid to hear no. That's it.
Yeah, I think I'm like you. I don't know if the person is interested, so I never take the first step. But something that I did, I put the person on close friends on Instagram, and it worked. So yeah, I think it's a good strategy for me to put the person on close friends, and they will know. So, and you know this.
Good strategy. So for me, of course, always, because I trust in God. So if I want someone, I really trust in God, and I wait for God do the work. So I just wait for my partner. So I'm kidding. But if I really want someone, I try to demonstrate this. I try to, for example, I start to talk, or I invite it to dance with me, or I put on my close friends, or I respond, I answer stories. I don't know, but I try to do something to demonstrate that, hey, I'm here, and maybe it's work. Not always, but sometimes it's work. But I try to do, if I'm really interested, I try to do that. But if I'm not, I just live my life, and maybe God do the work for me.
Yeah, I think maybe you give some tips that you are interested in person, but I don't know. I don't know how to explain this, but I don't understand. I just understand if the person is like face to face with me and say, "Oh, I'm interested in you." So if the person say this, I know. If not, if like giving some tips, I will not get the message. So, and what about you, Hannah?
Yes, as Nonda said, when I am interested in a person, I had to do the first, the second, the third step. So for me, it's okay to take this kind of way of get the interest of a person. So yes, I take the first step.
Very good, very good. So let's start with the last one. What does the fire emoji mean? Like if the person react your photo with a fire emoji or send you this emoji, what does it mean for you, Hannah?
Well, I really don't know what this kind of emoji means. Because I don't really use Instagram or Facebook to post photos or pictures for myself. So I think that it means the interest of another person for you, but I'm not sure about that.
Very good, very good. And what about you, Vanessa? What do you think?
When I saw this topic about this emoji, I didn't know that this emoji is used for relationship. It's a new for me because for me the emojis are hurt emojis or smile with hurting in her eyes. I didn't know. I use this emoji when for example, in my job, the company have many problems to solve, and I am go my home. I I left my job on fire with many problems to solve, and I run. I I don't know about relationship. Maybe a person that is thinking in someone something hot with the person. I don't know, but I use this emoji when, for example, is the problem, big problem, and fire. But that's it.
Very good, very good. And you know this.
Depends on the situation, I think. Maybe it's like Vanessa said, to say that you are hot, things like that. So, or in Portuguese, the same. The flame means chama, and we have chama to talk to me and chama to. So, yeah, yeah. So
Entendi
there's
agora.
this context.
Nossa, como eu sou velha.
The new ways to flirt nowadays, and but first of all, to tell for other people that you are interested in this person. As like I said before, maybe if you are trying to I forgot the word, but to say this for this person to pay attention on you. So this kind of thing. First of all, this kind of thing. But there's this context, as I said, about chama. So it's the crazy thing, but maybe that's me.
Yeah, very good. I think I use for this too, like to say that someone is hot, or something that the person posts and is like a good idea, or something really creative too, but more to show that I'm interested in. And what about you, Jefferson?
I will follow on my leader to use to convey love, come, to convey affection, to convey other positive or negative feelings. I think emoji means this today. You can to convey. I think this is the right words. So you with me, you agree with me, or you